After a great first week of football, what does week 2 have in store? The Commanders and the Packers underway on Thursday night primetime. And able to get this out to the 25. To the air right away is May. And right away he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. After a great first week of football, what does week 2 have in store? The Commanders and the Packers underway on Thursday night primetime. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's go.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. After a great first week of football, what does week 2 have in store? The Commanders and the Packers underway on Thursday night primetime. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. You talk about this Washington defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
2nd and 9.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Tag. 70. Cougar 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. Mustang 19.
Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready. 19, 18. Ready.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And this throw will be intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Pioneer. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Coleman. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Packers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was brought down by Nick Herbig. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 36-yard line.
Warriors 17, Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos. Steady.
Now it's Richardson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
60 Eagles, 60.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Packers! Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Looking to throw. May. Open man here is Benson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. They'll throw with May. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there. And it's second down. You look at this Packers defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48.
A gain of 9 on the play. But it brings up 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. May. And this one finds McConkey. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Benson. That's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well defended, and while his completion resulted in a loss of yardage, it's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready? 18 top, 60 average, 60 average. 7 Pirates, 7.
They'll run it again with Barkley. They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Barkley inside handoff. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
It's 4th down.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Okay, ready? Hey, pass. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people down. On what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with dangerous before. We're feeling the weight of our ancestors. We're healing with ways that'll last too long. What happens the time in the obvious? No help for the weak, but the man strong. Letting your boy for all of us. Now bring out the drums in this. My homies got me doing.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Hurt. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Richardson going on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st down, it's Benson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, May with it. Touchdown, Washington. Evan Ingram, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have retaken the lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
Cameron
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Saquon Barkley running right. Now inside the 25. Saquon Barkley. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Saquon Barkley, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead is now 2. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
It's a room to maneuver. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now a 2nd and 10.
Second down at the 31-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 18 Cardinal, 860 Maverick, trap 60, trap 6, 18, Pioneer.
Richardson looking to throw this. And it's a Packers touchdown. Keon Coleman, 31 yards. And the Packers are able to add on to that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. 8
yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
They run over center with Benson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 2. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw, it's May. He finds his man, complete. It's Benson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
From the shotgun, it's May. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Second down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
A give up the middle with Benson. And he will be brought down with a first and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. They'll run with Benson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. His second rushing touchdown of the year and third overall. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
The Commanders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Crazy.
May going to try and throw for it. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. 18. 5.
Now Richardson. Over the middle, he's got Golden. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 3. Richardson looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
That's good for a Packers.
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the false start will back them up 5. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15.
Panthers 60. 60, 19 Lions.
Richardson off the play fake. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Keon Coleman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this 1st half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. But I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Give left side for Benson. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here now a 3rd down and 8. To the air, May. We're in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Washington.
Throwing here is May. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's May. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defense get to the quarterback that quickly. A lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
From the gun on third down is May. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Lamb McConkey, 57 yards. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Washington will line up.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
There, Richardson back to throw it. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Nineteen tight. 19 tight. Ready, ready.
Richardson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
7 Pirates.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Dragon 60. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 60 Eagles. 60 Bison. Cup 19. Cup 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. And he is caught. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Mustang 19.
And Richardson yet again. Flushed out right. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. first half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Escapes the defender. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter. Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They'll throw with May. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
From the gun, it's May. Open man, here's Benson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They go play action now. May is going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Ladd McConkey with his second touchdown of the night. And Washington has taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try and run it here. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
Dicker to kick off.
And here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Looking to put a drive together. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. throws again. Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Saquon Barkley, 58 yards. And the Packers are back within a couple of the lead. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
79 Broncos. 18 Pioneer.
Richardson will throw for it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. On play action, May. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. May. Completes it to Evan Ingram.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Third and 3. Benson running right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Y'all got a problem about tasting. Y'all can't talk about basic. He ain't got no power. Also dangerous. Y'all talk that way.
On 1st down, right back to Benson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Benson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Here is 3rd and 5. To throw, it's May. A short throw to Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff here to Benson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 35-yard line.
On the give, it's Benson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends from the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Going for it. Here's Benson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
From the shotgun, May with it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Evans. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Second and goal from inside the 5. He'll drop to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jalen Waddle from 4 yards out. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. So Washington now with an important two-point conversion attempt.
Washington will line up for the...
They'll try and run here with Evans. And he's not going to make it to the goal line. They've been perfect on the night in two-point conversions, but not here, as this time they come up empty. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Richardson to throw off play action. Looking deep for Adams. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So that took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there, and it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. From the shotgun, it's May. That one complete to McConkey. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 26.
Hunter now will go in motion left. Evans running behind center. And we'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Throwing here is May. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2 yards to go, second down. Here's May. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To the air, May. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Lad McConkey, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
The Commanders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Commanders 50, Packers 36. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. And that flag accepted. Looking to put a drive together.
Tag! 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
And Richardson back to throw it. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Motion, motion.
Richardson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They'll go again here with Evans. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
37-yard line.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. He'll buy some time right. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Hey, here we go, throw. Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy. Five. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Hey, what's up? Hey, Garfield. Crazy, crazy. Five. Crazy.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, that's Hunter. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Travis Hunter, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Commanders tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
May going to try and throw for it. That's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Commanders take the 8.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position.
Ready?
So good field position for the Packers as they come up first and 10 at the 40.
Bronco 80.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. It's complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Second down in the yard.
Dragon 60.
Now it's Richardson. This is caught at the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Richardson going to move him around. Back to throw now on first down. That's taken in by Golden. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for two. Here's Richardson. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Panthers 58, Packers 44.
So two scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Down to the 42, second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 7. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Looking to throw, May. And a catch right side by Evans. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Crazy. Five.
They'll try and throw for it with May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Lad McConkey, 42 yards. And the Commanders have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. So that one, his fourth touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Now, once again, Washington going to break the huddle and go for 2.
The Commanders will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and run here with Evans. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
44. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Ooh, baby, we run it down. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to my shut it down. Whatever, get your money up. Believe what I got, put money down. I'm betting the odds.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
79 Broncos. Viking 18.
Richardson looking to throw. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Richardson going to change the play here. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often. A wasted down. 2nd and 10.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Warriors 70. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Dragon 60.
Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Buffalo 18. 65. Ready. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Now Richardson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and it seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Top 19, 18, Pioneer. Ready.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. To throw, it's May. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw with May. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
79 Broncos. Trap 60, trap 60.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And now with with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
6 yards. 3 and out.
They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Randall, 18 Randall.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So a victory here for the Commanders. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So for the Commanders, after the home loss, they rebound with a good road win to get back to 500. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long, just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home, stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, I keep going in, going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better.
Always on my grind, it's 24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, went and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which car to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah.
Better when I wanna
Yeah.
get better. I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. Chosen one, born to shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that it's my time.
The past be the past, I'm on a new level.
No regrets, born to shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that I'll be fine.
Yeah.